from where I wanted to be. Having said that, I'm not that far. It looks like miles on the map, but you can run it quite quickly. New marker, vineyard infestation. Oh, right, is that... Yep, let's get it. Monster time. What are we looking at here? Endriggers. Okay. Should have known. Insectoid? I can never remember the damn insectoid oil colour. Don't make it be the last one I looked at. Now these guys are flammable. But as I can't see, crap. Oh wait, I found the nest. That one's mean. Leave me alone. You burn a little bit. That's a big one. Okay, there's a big one down there. Didn't know they spit at you. Okay, let's get those dealt with. 2 more. Oh, big one. Right. Bit of fire in there. Can't really see. Whoa, hang on. Whoa, 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 whoa. I am somewhat poisoned. Sorry, it's worn off. That's okay. Nope, not getting me that time. Some of these guys have a backswing as well, don't they? They have to watch out for. Poisoned again, but I think I can take that.
Damn it!
Don't know if I can take that. Do I be? Yeah, I'm going to be tight. I'm not going to spend the swallow. Shoot him, Geralt. 27 damage. That'll show him. Keep dodging. Where's he gone? Get in there. Dodging and strike.
Gotta blow this up if I want to get rid of the Endriggers.
Yep, let's destroy it. And stand back this time. Oh, Thierry Pira's journal. Invoice a receipt for the below listed equipment. Anyway, the journal. Part of a journal. Only latest entries legible. Remaining pages stuck together with dried blood. I cursed every day I had to grovel and toil for Count Crespi. Now I curse every day I cannot serve him. Now I know why he was so harsh, so domineering, so quick to anger. One cannot remain calm and good-natured when so many troubles crop up every day in one vineyard. Now I, as steward of Belgard, must deal with each of them. The geologist the Count hired before his tragic death has disappeared. With him went the hefty sack of crowns we sent him, and the study we'd hired him to complete. Tilly Field is infested with giant centipedes, and a breathless page just ran up to inform me something's attacked the northern vines. Enough writing, I'm off to see what all the panic is about. Did I loot that griffin nest thing? They weren't griffins, were they? They were something I can't remember the name of. Burn them with fire. It's good advice. If fire doesn't solve your problem, you clearly weren't using enough of it. I like this guy's hat. I think it'd be in bad taste to steal it, though.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that it? That's it. Kudos to those bandits' bravery, though. It takes what it takes to have a titanic pair between the legs to stick around a fight a guy has been viciously eviscerating, throwing fireballs at them and blowing them up. Yeah, you do wonder sometimes whether NPCs should have a morale bar in these games. They do in some of these games, don't they? Not the Witcher games, but at least I don't think I've seen anyone run away in The Witcher. I found an entrance. La Cage au Fou.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
What the hell is that? Oh my god. This wasn't part of the deal. Right, I guess we've got... Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. I was about to read whatever it said on that Getting poisoned nastily on that tombstone over there. Do these things burn then? Let's find out. They do, quite happily. There's a lot of nasty stuff around here. I think I'm going to have to Quen here. This is looking like a Quen situation. That would have killed me. Right, let's kill this thing. There goes my Quen. There goes Geralt. Okay. These things are nastier than I expected. More fire. More fire needed, I think. I think everything's still running smoothly. Everything looking okay on the stream end? Oh, we haven't got too far back. That's good.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
So, I think I'm going to go and deal with them before I have to... We're going to Quen this from the start, though. What the hell was that? Right, let's get struck in there as fast as we can. And get out of the way. When it turns into a spore, that's the time to get out of the way, right? I'm just going to dodge away there, just in case. An arch spore. And go. It's going to blow up. It's dead? It's dead. Okay, that was... There's something still moving down there that I do not trust the look of. Get a little bit of fire on this thing. I know how much ghouls like being set on fire. What is that shrieking? Ooh, what is this? Is this a secret entrance? It's an entrance to something. Just gonna quick save before I fall down there. I don't know whether I should go down there or just go in through the other... Let's go in through the other entrance first and see what happens. Play it safe. But this had something to read on. Carolina Stahira. What's the pleasure in slaughtering a weakling? If you wish to draw blood, draw it from a king. Yeah, okay, good advice. It looks fine to you. You see flying Geralts now and then. I assume that's supposed to be visible. Flying Geralts isn't usually me dying. These things are up above. Kill them all, but not that. Not falling for that second time. Can we get him all in one? Yes, we can. Is that it dead? Is that the end of those things? I hate those things. This is a very creepy sounding place.
Regis!
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be. Gotta be another way in around here.
I think we know where to go. Oh. This looks like a... Oh no, it's okay. I can drop. I can manage these guys, right? A little bit of poison. Not too much space to dodge around in here. Why's my glove glowing and my sword at times? Yeah, that's the rune right stuff. Did I do it on the glove, though? I did it on the chest armor. That has eruption. Foes set alight by Igni explode when they die and ignite nearby foes. That's the rune right stuff. That I couldn't resist putting that on. Because that's just really nice. What did I put on this? When at maximum vitality, any vitality regeneration turns into added damage up to 50% on your next strike. And after you cast a sign, an adrenaline point is consumed and your next sword attack is charged with the power of that sign. Which are pretty nice. It did cost me a lot to get them created. These damn things. Let's have a little bit of insectoid oil. I'm going to recognise it this time. Learned from my mistakes. Some of them, anyway. Can I just get through there? Because that's like a horrible mess. Geralt is feeling rather uncomfortable. Everything's trapping me against the terrain. Ow!
Damn.
I am poisoned and going down fast. Do I have a potion of cure something? There is some honey stuff, isn't there? And I can't remember what it looks like because I have not used it ever. White Raffids, but it's not that one. I've never used that either, but that's actually pretty good and I probably should. Full Moon. Maribor Forest. That's Black Blood. That's Cat. Any more? Drown of Pheromones. Don't think we need them. Alright, Thunderbolts. What's that one? Features Filter. I'm sure it's called White Honey or something. An Arch Griffin decoction. Tawny Owl. Anyone know what it's like? It's on a slot. I've got this slotted. Have I? Is that it? Guess it is. Right, let's put it in here then. We'll put Superior Swallow. So what have I got in a slot? Just a minute. Enhanced Swallow. Why have I got that? I didn't think that was possible. Let me just switch that over. I didn't know you could have Enhanced and Superior as separate things. I thought once you upgraded something, that was it. It went to the next, to the top one. Let me also switch over. It doesn't need to be something. It's something I don't want on there very often, I think. Let's put that on. Because when I want to use this in an emergency, this is the way to do it. Rather than fiddling about with consumable bars. That ain't going to work. Because my health is knackered. I can't dodge everything. Right, get out of the way. Set him on fire temporarily. I'm gonna get poisoned again here. I'm gonna have to do. I'm just gonna take one of those golden orioles, which I should have done the first time. Take that. Come out there. Come out there. Take that. It's gonna be there. Should heal up now. Now stop messing about because I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Don't know how I'm getting beaten up so badly by one of these things. Try again. Right, that was a fantastic lesson in what not to do in the face of a load of poisonous insects. Let's put the torch on, by the way, if we can. There's some kind of bug with that swallow thing, so you end up with both. I think I did choose the potion path defending Kaer Morhen. Do you think that's what started it? As you don't think it was just the fact that I had it on my slots when I upgraded to the better one? So it's an odd sort of thing, but if it means I've actually got twice as many potions, I'm not going to complain. Oh wait, is this free loot? I'll take it all.
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
Not the eye.
Interesting.
Okay, it's just a dead end. I thought it was going to be like a secret passage off somewhere. Castus Foederis. That might be nice. A Knight's Oath. What's this then? Here rests Sir Ramon of Gishon. On my grave you will not find the likeness of the man who once lived. I gave my heart, soul and body to the knightly craft, and I wish to be remembered as a knight. The symbol of chivalry is a naked sword, and that symbol rests above me. The sword that defended my honour, my friends and my heart. The sword that was closer to me than a brother. The sword that was never stained by the blood of an innocent man. Let it rest on this stone through the ages. And I just nicked it. Aha. I think we have found the Professor, or Regis, I don't know which.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Geralt doesn't look very well.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
What?
Wherever did you get that?
What is
Off
it?
one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out, but Bruxa had taken an interest in it.
Look at Geralt. He looks so ill. Don't think those potions agreed with him. One too many pints of Stella.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
So, he had his hand chopped off.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? Need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
This is starting to feel very Assassin's Creed, with reliving the memories from something else's DNA and bodily parts. Regis' voice actor also does a stellar job. He's doing good. I think I've heard the voice somewhere before, but I can't think where. Maybe on an audio book. Why does Geralt look so bad? It's because I quaffed a ton of potions in one go, and the toxicity of the potions makes him look like that till it wears off. So you look if you finish a session of World of Tanks. Toxic and ill, that only begins to describe it. I actually had a dream about playing World of Tanks last night. I can't remember what tank I was playing, but I was having fun, and I did really well, and I ended up with a purple result at the end of it. And those three things are how I knew it must have been a dream.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires. There's got to be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
I don't know, that sounds like an interesting method. So let's brew the decoction, hopefully that fails, and then we see what that other method is, because I like the sound of that one.
Covenarius spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands, but closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Who? Who's he recruiting? I'd rather keep this between ourselves. Trust anyone else. That thing's going to twitch, isn't it? Yep. I knew it. Mare Lachaise Long Cemetery. Who's he summoning?
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Why not? It's not going to make me look any worse, is it? It might flush some of these poisons out of the system. Mark Noble's the voice actor for Regis. Don't recognise the name, but I'm terrible with like actors and singers and things names. I recognise voices and faces, but I'm terrible at remembering names. I need a nap. Let's drink.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
This is a setup trying to get me to confess to something.
Everyone's got some secret.
I agree wholeheartedly. I also believe it wise at times to share one's secrets, unburden oneself to those one can trust.
This your sophisticated way of asking me if I trust you?
I prefer almost always to ask indirectly. It seems a test of intelligence, one you just passed.
Maybe you should go first. Reveal one of your secrets. After all, you vampires lead very interesting lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Oh, what could we ask about? Let's go for the whole lot.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, but first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand nor move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Oh, yes, there's quite a story behind that. How long have you got?
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
Just
True
a bit.
enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
I really wish. I didn't realise Geralt was quite as bad as that with the toxicity, but I wish for the sake of these cutscenes that I had meditated that away before getting into this, because he looks terrible. What's it like being dead? That's a good one to know.
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well-founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true.
That's a good one.
One's outlook can indeed change much.
I'll have to remember that line. That's a good one. I like that. Not that I'm likely to ever be talking to someone in this situation who's immortal, but that's a good line.
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
I wish I knew the backstory between these two. Which, was it in the books, or was it in Witcher 1 or 2?
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlef recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
Wet smear.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help.
Like
However,
her?
if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, Death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Okay.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a Witcher?
That's a tough one. Oh, I don't know. What shall I answer as Geralt? Would he choose to be a Witcher, or would he be someone else? The choice was taken from him as a child. Yeah, go on. I'd still be a Witcher.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
It's a good answer, that one.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a Witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a Witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer.
Sounds like being
Turns some
married.
Don't doubt that for a moment.